The Invictus, written by William Ernest Henley. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishment the scroll. I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul. William Ernest Henley was a British poet who wrote Invictus while recovering from a long and painful illness, in which he lost one of his legs and spent years in the hospital. The poem reflects his own life of resilience, courage, and mental strength. In the poem, he refuses to be controlled by circumstances such as pain or fear. Even when life is dark, unpredictable, or unfair, he claims ownership over his spirit. The poem argues that true freedom comes from the mind, from choosing courage or fear. The first stanza describes darkness as a metaphor for suffering. It shows that life feels completely covered in night, but the speaker is grateful that his soul remains strong. The phrase unconquerable soul shows the idea that the spirit cannot be defeated. Here in the second stanza, Henley talks about being trapped by circumstances he can't control. Life hits him hard, the bludgeonings of chance, but he has not cried out. My head is bloody but unbowed, meaning he is hurt, but he refuses to surrender. In the third stanza, he looks ahead at the future, the wrath and tears of life, and even the horror of the shade, meaning death. Even knowing that life will bring more challenges, he remains unafraid. This shows his courage and acceptance. In the final stanza, Henley declares his independence. Straight the gate is a biblical allusion to judgment. He's saying that no matter what punishments or difficulties life holds, he is still in control of his response. The famous lines, I am the master of my fate, I'm the captain of my soul, show the poem's message of personal responsibility and inner power. The mood of the poem is intense and determined, moving from darkness to confidence. The theme centers on resilience, courage, and self-mastery. Henley uses imagery like night that covers me and bloody but unbowed to create vivid pictures of struggle. He uses metaphors to represent life's challenges. Night, bludgeonings, and shade of all represent hardship. There is also irony. Henley's body was physically weak, yet he claims total control over his spirit. Who am I? I'm someone who believes that meaning comes not from avoiding challenges, but from facing them. Throughout my life, whether academically, personally, or spiritually, I've learned that growth happens when I take responsibility for my path. I connect deeply with the idea that I am the captain of my soul. This theme of defiance against overwhelming odds, so powerful in Invictus, is also something I see in other poems we've read throughout the course. For example, the speaker in Dylan Thomas's Do Not Go Gentle Into That Good Night. I believe in fighting against the darkness and not simply accepting a setback. The call to rage against the dying of the night mirrors Henley's refusal to be bowed by circumstance. Conversely, I also find strength in the assertion of power or fate, a concept shared with John Donne's Death Be Not Proud. Donne dismisses death as a mere slave to fate, chance, kings, and desperate men, asserting that it has no real power. I internalize this by choosing to believe that life's hardship, the metaphorical death of my goals or plans, are ultimately temporary and powerless to defeat my inner self. I work hard, I reflect on my choices, and I try to rise above negativity or doubt. I don't want to be defined by circumstances. I want to be defined by how I respond to them. This poem and its resonance with others reflect that mindset. It captures the part of me that stays calm in pressure, pushes me through difficulties, and keeps moving toward the future I want. This is my favorite poem because it reminds me that no matter how unpredictable or difficult life gets, my mindset belongs to me. It inspires me to stay strong, stay grounded, and stay committed to becoming the best version of myself. It's a message I connect with deeply, a reminder of who I am and who I'm working to be. Out of the night that covers me, black as the pit from pole to pole, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Beyond the place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I'm the captain of my soul.